The divorce papers were still warm when she slid them across the table. Her hand didn't tremble, mine didn't either. That's how you know when love has turned into something else entirely, when silence weighs more than shouting. I didn't ask her why, I already knew. The backstory. We met when we were young enough to believe love could shield us from anything. She laughed too loudly. I listened too carefully. She said I made her feel safe. I believed her. We built a life, a home, a daughter with her eyes and my stubbornness. For years I thought we were unshakable, but comfort breeds blindness, and blindness costs. The discovery. The shift was quiet at first. Late-night phone vibrations muffled under a pillow. A smile at a text she never showed me. Her perfume lingering when she said she was working late. Then the stories. Holes in her timelines, details that didn't match. I noticed because I've always noticed. I just pretended not to. Until the night I found her phone unlocked on the counter. One message lit the screen before it went dark. Fairy tale ending, just like we promised. His name below it. A name she once whispered to me in our first year of marriage when we swapped histories. Her college ex. The one who didn't matter anymore. I didn't break anything. I didn't yell. I just stood there in my own kitchen reading her fairy tale while my daughter slept upstairs. The shift. Grief is loud. Betrayal is quiet. It doesn't demand fists. It demands calculation. I realized, standing in that kitchen, that I couldn't stop her from leaving. She had already left. What I could control was the ending. Not hers, not his, mine. So I planned, slowly, patiently. I made every smile count, every nod believable. I gave her no reason to suspect. A man erased is a man underestimated. The execution. Step 1. Vanish. Not in the physical sense, not yet. But I withdrew piece by piece. Fewer words at dinner. No arguments. Just silence. She thought it was defeat. It wasn't. Step 2. Build the skeleton. I spoke to lawyers quietly, set accounts in motion, transferred funds into places she never thought to look. The house, the savings, the little things we'd built together, I lined every piece up like dominoes. Step 3. Let her take the bait. She moved him into our daughter's life faster than I expected. He picked her up from school. She called him her fairy tale dad. I smiled through the knife twisting in my chest. Step 4. Vanish for real. One morning, I didn't show up. Not for work, not at home. No note, no explanation. Just absence. The climax. 2 weeks later, the consequences arrived. She learned first that my name was no longer tied to the mortgage. The house she flaunted in pictures with him was never hers. It was the bank's now. I had sold my share quietly before disappearing. Then she learned that the joint accounts were empty. Not stolen, transferred legally, meticulously, in ways her lawyer couldn't contest. I left her a modest settlement, enough to survive, but nothing resembling the comfort she thought she'd keep. Finally, she learned the hardest truth: custody. She had assumed my silence meant surrender. She was wrong. While she played house with her ex, I documented. Missed pickups, late returns, arguments overheard by neighbors. Every slip became a record. Every record became evidence. In court, when the judge read the decision granting me primary custody, her face collapsed in slow motion. She looked at me like she'd never seen me before. Maybe she hadn't. And him, her fairy tale prince, stood beside her, realizing fairy tales don't pay bills, don't fix credit, don't win custody battles. His jaw tightened. His hand slipped from hers. That was the moment I wanted. Not rage, not violence, just truth revealing itself like rot beneath paint. The resolution. My daughter lives with me now. She still asks questions I can't fully answer. I tell her this: A fairy tale dad belongs in a storybook. A real dad stays. As for my ex-wife, she lingers on the edges of her new life, smaller than before. I don't hate her. Hate is a chain, and I've cut mine. Do I feel triumphant? Not exactly. It's quieter than that. Like breathing after being underwater too long. I didn't burn her world. I just stepped out of it and let gravity do the rest. She once told me I was too calm for my own good. She was right. Calm men don't break. They wait, they watch, and when the time comes, they vanish. And when they vanish, they return with silence sharp enough to cut.